Okay, why are y'all so mean? Why the hell are y'all so mean? Huh? I put effort in getting here for streams, and you're just like bullying me before I even turn up. That's not a joke, dude. Yeah, and the mods started piling on. Oh, is it bully next time or is it Nick stream time, huh? Huh, chat? Huh, Kiwi? Can you tell me what what do you call a cat girl who makes you cry? Tell me, what do you call a cat girl who makes you cry? Why not both? The hell do you mean both me? I'm not a cat girl, what the fuck? Huh? Stop? But it gets funnier every time. Every time I say the joke, it gets funnier. Wait. Chat. Chat, 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 chat. Chat. Chat, 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 chat. What do you call a cat girl who makes you cry? An onion. Get it? Cause cat girls go nyan and onions make you cry. Not this again. This is your fault. I would have let it go, but my fucking mod Kiwi DM'd me while they were streaming themselves and was like, this joke spread to my chat. Fuck you. And it's like, rah. What do you mean lewd? Hang on. I've not even been lewd yet. I've not even done a single honey. What the fuck? I've not even talked about your mom's dripping wetness. What the hell? How is it your fault? It's your fault that it leaked into your own chat? Okay, but bruh, you can't stinky. Bro, I smell great. I smell like fucking pheromones. I'm great. I smell awesome. Okay, bruh. What the fuck? Good evening. Hey, Wood. Hey, Wood. What do you call a cat girl who, get this, makes you cry? Hey, what do you call a cat girl who... Oh, okay. What do you call a cat girl who makes you cry? An onion. I get it. It's an onion. You were there? Okay, and the joke gets funnier every time I tell you that. Dumb? What the fuck? What the what? What the what? What the hell? 90k channel points, you're so close to 100k. Okay. What do you want for 100k? You did enjoy the puns? See? It's not impossible that something I say is funny. I'm literally hilarious. I'm feeling good. And I'm feeling like all of you really need to just kind of dig deep and like my puns. And I'm a joke. You don't have to be so catty about this. You don't know what you want. You just want something. These nuts in your mouth. Way. Fucking nailed it. I fucking nailed it, guys. Fucking nailed it. No, thank you. Pass. You'd love nuts in your mouth. What's your favorite nut? I like, praline. That's not a nut. It has nuts in it, though. To be fair. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm just gonna drink some water. Pistachios are pretty good. I just don't like shelling them. Yeah. Fucking nailed it, guys. I fucking nailed it. Yeah. God, that shit, I conquered that, the great beast that suddenly attacked me while I was drinking a water bottle. Ooh. Choking on chat again. I would never go near you. I have standards in the category of gawk that I would throw. And that's exactly none of them, because I'm a top. But also, I can categorically say, for a fact, I have never had cock in my mouth. I can tell you this for a McHeckin fact. A big truth. Uh, uh, um, uh, uh, um, a funny moment. I'm sorry for my what? I'm not complaining. At no point was I complaining. I don't think I am. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I am. I think I'm all Gucci. I'm all fucking Gucci. Oh, my leg. Oh, my leg. Fucking hell. Oh, my God. Uh, uh, uh. Sorry, my leg is so itchy. Oh, my God, that's so good. Okay. So, welcome back to stream. Making strawberry mead. Can I have some? That sounds banging. I fucking love me some mead. I'm sorry, but like, no cap on God, I fucking love mead. That shit's so good. There's a cherry mead at a bar that I like going to, and that is like my go-to drink there. It's fucking amazing. I've also had a cola mead. That was pretty good. If you like the taste of like raw cola, that was banging. I don't think of anything else that was like really good. Any other mead that I've had? I've not had a ton of mead. I want to make mead at some point. I want to get one of those mead kits. Maybe I'll do it on stream. I'll do a mead making stream. I don't have the setup for it, but I'll do it at some point. What a mead is? It's wine made from honey, but it doesn't taste like wine in that it doesn't taste like shit. It doesn't taste like someone has peed vinegar in my mouth and then farted in it and then made me lick it up and then called me a nasty whore. Like that's the level of what I think like drinking like a glass of red wine is, you know? The taste of alcohol. I would argue that there's not a universal taste of alcohol. But people don't like that because people just go, it burns. Gonna mead kit yourself and work great. Yeah, I really want to. I want to make like I want to see if I can make like some kind of like coffee mead. Just because I've never seen someone make coffee mead, and I feel like that's like the obvious one. I feel like a coffee mead is like the thing that makes the most sense personally. But like I've never seen one. Is there a new person here? Oh my god. You have a new person. Hello. Oh my god, it's a dog. Chat, get a leash. Chat, we have a dog. Chat, someone can guard the way out of the jar cupboard. Oh my god, whiskey is gross at least. Yeah, whiskey tastes like whiskey. Whiskey doesn't taste like alcohol. Whiskey tastes like whiskey. I have this amazing 21-year-old aged whiskey that I pull out on like special occasions, and it's so good. I may be biased, but I do like me a scotch, but I don't like peated scotches. I don't like tobacco-y taste. That's what I don't like. I don't like tobacco-y tasting whiskey. I like a kind of sweet honey, like floral notes, citrusy notes. Only a single new person? I don't think that's true. I like how you turned up here 6 hours ago and you're immediately like ready. You're like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking turn uppies. I'm gonna get fucking turned in a Nick stream. Irish whiskey's pretty good. Irish whiskey's good. To me, Irish whiskey just tastes like a less complex Scotch whiskey. It's like a halfway between bourbon and Scotch. So like it's a good starting point. Although I will say one of my so I make my own homebrew liqueurs sometimes. They're not like fully homebrew. Like I'm not brewing like alcohol. I'm not making moonshine in a bathtub, right? I like my eyes working. But I made like a coffee liqueur out of jacked Guinness. So I jacked some Guinness, and I obviously added the like fresh coffee grounds. I got some really dark roasted coffee, and I sweetened it with honey, and I upped the proof with Irish whiskey, and it was so good. I do love the name Jackin, though. It is pretty funny. I do have to be honest. Calling it Jackin is kind of funny. But sometimes you just need to jack it. Alright, what we got for our first combat of the day? A couple screamers with some pink horrors. Easy. Easy clap. Jacking off. Mods chat's jacking off. I don't think that's allowed. What? Huh? Huh? Oh, fucking clicker. Fucking clicker. Fucking clicker. Why don't I unleash you? It's your dog. You're not supposed to leave dogs off leash. That's when they get into, like, trouble. That's when problems happen. You gotta be, like, a responsible, chat owner, you know? Like, all these streamers letting chat run wild, like, you have to put them in their place, or they start thinking they have rights. And that just can't be happening. Why does Kibble start combat with 579 health? I'm just questioning this. Why? I don't get it. I just...
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
I don't get it. But she has 579 health, and I'm not gonna question it. So, let's begin. Anyway, I suppose I should explain what we're doing. We're back playing some Rogue Trader. Again, trying to get as much of Rogue Trader done before I have my wee break. From El Streamies. We're so small, you held a leash and the dog dragged you around. I mean, depending on the size of the dog, you might not have been that small. This is kind of dangerous. I didn't realize how high... I deserve that. I deserve that. You know what? I should have done this. I should have hit the I don't have a chance to explode button, but I didn't. And, I was gonna say I paid the consequences, but no, Heinrich's paid the consequences. Oof. Have nobility, they're not meant to be leashed. But, like... Still a dog, though. So, like... You exploded once. Okay, are you going to... Are you gonna say something suspicious? Are you being sus? Is that what you're doing? Are you being disgusting in my stream? Hmm? My very, very say-so PG stream that's super say-so and PG. Just nuts in your mouth. Way.
Without deeds is worthless.
No. Why not? Am I not worth it? Fuck, I'm not worth it.
I'll do it.
This is why I'm a small streamer. I'm not... I don't bait the gooners enough. I see how it is. I see how it is. We need more goon bait.
As the Emperor commands.
That damage is absurd, Argentha. I'm sorry. Wow, okay, why are we attacking me? Why are you attacking me? I've done nothing except speak my truth. Okay? I'm allowed to speak my truth in my own stream. And my truth is something. I don't quite remember what my truth was, but it was there. It was there. It was there. I make fucking swear. Chat, I swear. I be swearsin'. I be swearsin'. I be swearsin' on it crazy style. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. How did none hit?
As the Emperor commands,
I'm too swifty. I just backflipped. You just... When you're just built different like me, you just... You're just naturally able to dodge those who are beneath you and attempt to... I don't know what I'm saying. Bad luck, I guess, lol. Okay, Argentha, the first one killed him. The rest was just overkill. You thought I liked meat? I do. I'm partial to a steak, a chicken, some bacon. I made the worst bacon I've eaten in my life earlier today. I somehow managed to not render the fat, right? So first things first, the fat was not rendered, right? It was burnt 99% of it, right? Okay, really? I can't even talk about... Okay, really? I can't even talk about how bad I am with my meat. Maybe I won't speak, then. You ever thought about that? Perfectly silent stream? Huh? Is that what you want from me? Is that the future of Nyx Shadusi that you want to see?
As honor ordains.
Silence. Crippling silence.
Killing brings me no pleasure.
Kibble, we've gone over this. I think you lie.
The other side awaits.
The shadows come. End of conversation. No, you like yapping? Exactly. That's what I fucking thunked. I'm good at thunking. Blue horror there. Oh, there's some blue horrors here. Okay, well, goodbye. So there's blue horror there, and there's a demonette there. Okay. Well, hang on. Let me just make it over here. Don't go silent. We'd have to entertain each other. Yeah, entertain yourselves. Entertain yourself for me. Yeah. Fucking have a go for it.
Trust me.
Go on, entertain yourself.
As honor ordains. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
I'm not a hoe, I swear.
I shall not fail. Death is a blessing.
I swear, chat. I swear it's an act. Where's this demon? That's not the button I meant to press. I meant to press this one. Okay. I can't oath her. Damn it. I can do this. Hang on, I could go here. and just do, like, a bunch of reverse backflips. Oh, you could never. Oh, I just assumed you were insulting me. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were being nice. I just assumed that someone in chat saying something, so they insulted me. Well, now I look like a dickhead. Huh? No, I look stupid. What the fuck? God. I've been cancelled already. You know what? Long time coming. I can't get over there, can I? No. Oh well. I tried.
Who, if not me?
Okay, to jumping to the bullying thing first. Okay, and if I didn't jump to the bullying thing first, you would have bullied me, and then I would have missed it. Like, I can't win. You've stolen my ability to win. Everything I do looks like I'm being a dick. I could be the nicest person in the world, and y'all would make it seem like I was an unconscionable asshole.
Who, if not me?
Okay,
Here's my perfect moment.
Has my perfect moment.
I'll make it happen.
Why is the game being so laggy? What's happening? What's running at the same time that's lagging this shit out?
It's as good as done. Another enemy down. I'll make it happen.
I don't think it's the meanie. I don't. That one I'm fairly confident with as not being correct. Yeah, just delete him. Oh, 990 damage. I don't know why Pascal does that much damage. I don't know what I did that makes Pascal do that to people, but that's pretty cool. Hang on, I have a second set of tabs. I can just close all these, right? Yeah, I can... Wait, I can open them over here. And then I can open this over here. Hang on, let me just close... so that's 9 tabs. And then let me close this, which is going to contain... I didn't look how many tabs that was. I think it was a solid 100. That's probably what was lagging my PC out. Probably the 100 extra tabs. I'm gonna guess. Chat, don't open 100 extra tabs for no reason. Make sure you have a reason. And fucking stick by it. Lord Captain, we've arrived in Photon 4 system. Our translation we thought was a little rough. Net loss to 500 souls in the middle of service decks. And God Emperor knows how many wounded. That's only half of it. The Brimbox and the Orgers are sending me reports that aren't doing my mood any favours. Real space here's got more holes than a sieve. And our senses are playing up. It's got to be sorcery, Lord Captain. If I was you, Lord Captain, I'd do what I came here to do. Right, sharpish, clear out while we still can. I've seen the likes of this before in the same region. Maybe the sorcery will explain it better. But this is what I know. Shit like this never ends well. Thank you. You have 14 open tabs. That's a reasonable amount. I have 3 separate browsers. No, I technically have 4 because I have a stream browser with about 10 tabs. I have my personal browser which has about 150. I have a browser I use for random shit that has I think about 50 something, and I have a goon browser with 400 tabs. I have a hydrate, stretch, or posture check redeem, or am I blind? I do not have one of those. Would you like to put it into the stream requests part of our good old-fashioned Discord server that we have? There is a section for that includes putting rewards you would like. Yeah, that Discord. Well done, Kiwi. Well done. Good boy. Good boy. Is wanting 100 tabs open a valid reason? I think so. Just don't tell our head moderator. Melanie will attack us. Dance's colors fascinating. I knew he did. Glance at the playful color patterns appear on the Audrey's. Ask the crew to resist the desire to admire the star. Leave the captain's deck as is. Order the shutters of bridges, panoramic windows closed. What? Why are you mad at me, Mel? Separate powers for goon, but overkill? Okay, but here's my problem with gooning, right? Here's my problem. Quote me on this. I never know what I want. So I just open everything, and then when I want to have fun, I can just click through randomly. But also, I like to play games and listen to stuff at the same time, because watching stuff bores me most of the time unless it's really good artwork. So I like audio while I play something. No, I have an entire Firefox account that is just for booting. More Drukhari. I don't want to fight the Drukhari because they annoy me. I frankly fought enough Drukhari to fill an entire bathtub with way more Dark Elf semen than is required by any group of people. Okay, so what do we have? So we have a Bloodied Claw Cruiser. And then we've got all of these thingamajiggers. Put me on that. I was going to clip it, but I don't want to clip me explain my gooning process to be associated with my profile. Do it, pussy. What are you, some kind of pussy? Huh? Nick Heckin sounds like it. Own it. Weak point. Damn it, it's on the wrong side. Man, excuse me, what the fuck? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? I'm just insert here gender. Bitch ass hoe. Bitch ass hoe ass looking ass. Alright, yes. Blow them from the inside. Get that heat started up and just take advantage of it. And let's fire the laser. Yas. Oh, damn. That's a big laser. Okay. Really wish warp jump was available because we could do some sexy things. I'm the bitch or a hoe. I'm so mean to you. No, it's bitch ass hoe like affectionately. It's like affectionate bitch ass hoe. Like, you know, Santa goes ho ho ho. You think he's insulting you the whole time? He might be. You never know. Hey, we missed everything. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Be nice to my mods. They're not nice to me. Ow. Having a moderator as a streamer is like having a chastity belt as a streamer. I don't have any correlation here, actually. I have no... Melly is the best? I've met Melly. She's not the best. Santa's talking about your mom. I'm also talking about your mom. She's a very nice lady. You should take her to the vet more often. Oh my god, I should do an updated taking a cat girl to the vet video. I feel like that would bang with some of my new audience. Alright. Bombs away! Pew, pew, ooh. Yeah! There we go, and now I can begin swinging around. Swing that thing. I'm just swinging that thing on it, you know? Audacity of Janus torpedoes? Sure. Torpedo! Aha! These bombers can just kind of go over here. I doubt they're going to be very useful. Same thing with the Heartless. I doubt it's going to be that useful. Wrong direction. I really thought those were going to hit me in the face. Gonna be honest, I really did. Besides appearance, it never tells us the difference in each torpedo type. I've seen essentially no difference. Oh, Eldari torpedo? Goodbye. You are gonna go sky high. Yup. You are gonna get shot in the face by a void sunder. No, wait, let's rotate him. Hang on. Yeah, let's rotate him. Lol. Get rotated, nerd. Oh, I set up the new vertical stream on Twitch. So if you are on mobile, you should be able to see the stream in like a vertical view if you decide to. I think using it landscape is going to be the better view, but that is now available for anyone who watches on mobile and wants to see the stream vertically. You now can. Aren't I so nice? Someone praise me. Praise me. What do the stickies do? They stick things on my face. Or body. Depends what it is. It looks nice. Thanks. Thank you. I set that up a while ago for recording like TikToks and stuff. But then they added the ability to add it to the streams. And I hadn't done it yet. Feels attack graphing 6% evasion against enemy 10-20% evasion. Silent running makes the flagship act before all enemies in most encounters. I quite like that. I quite like that, to be honest. I feel like we should get the last ability. Right? I feel like we should get the last ability just so we have all of the abilities. Because it doesn't seem like there's any reason to not have all of the abilities. It's just Foulstone that needs to do stuff, right? Believe so. I believe so. And then we need to go to Void Ship Management. And we go to Posts. Does anyone have upgrades? Okay. Chat, are you just gonna cover me in stickies? Chat, stop covering me in your stickies all stream. Oh my god. I'm covered in gamer girl stickies. Why am I acting like a whore today? What the fuck is up with me? It does look nice, but doesn't feel correct. That's fair. I mean, this is the better way to view the stream. It's just so that there's an additional option. It's like how I have captions enabled. So for anyone who's actually interested, and for anyone who doesn't understand me, like, fully, I do actually have captions on Twitch. Like, I have, like, a full captioning system. So you can actually turn on cloud source captions. Oh my god. Ugh. Oh, my leg. Fucking hell. There's a bunch of rubbish here.
That a gene stealer Magus was in charge of this cell. They occupy a high position in the cult power structure.
They put a little face on me. You did.
To the reports I have received.
I trust your vigilance, Hayrex, and I hope that you will trust in my righteous fury if you discover any more of these abominations.
My god, my legs. Did anyone else have, like, really itchy legs? Radium link is there around the burning mechanism. Cool.
Keep your wits
I'm
about
kind of suspicious that there was some Drukhari around here, because whenever there's Drukhari here, it's always a bad sign. You have your glasses. It's fine. Great right now since I'm at the airport? Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, that probably... This is the exact time this would be helpful for people. Obviously, it'll cut off some of the things like the gameplay, but I've tried. You came to rescue us, praise God, Empress Soldier message to get through. We're most honored. Creatures come for the dark, you see, but not for much longer, not for much longer. And now you hear Mr. Lake the heart. We need to hurry. Examine the face. Failed. Interested. terrible. A few months being played by sorcerous beasts. Rather, shadows black and soot, there's no stopping them. Interesting. The demons explain the warp anomalies, a local breach. They don't appear to be very sturdy. I think we're trained guardsmen. We're from the expedition convoy. We've lived here for generations, and up to now, the God Emperor's guarded us from misfortune, but now we have to fight. 30 years back, we brought here with a load of clever people from some high up Adeptus. Raised 4 kids here, 2 died of excavations, while mistaken by monsters, my youngest still alive. Interesting. Mistress is inside. Okay. I am suspicious of everything here. Oh, we leveled up already. Wow, okay. Oh, it's just an AP increase. It's just an AP increase for everyone, I'm assuming. Good level, fast level. Give me those action point increases. Give me all those yummy, yummy actions. Yummy. Yummy, yummy actions. Oh, no. A chill, where's it come from? The warp? Oh, no. Oh, mandrakes. Oh, they're gonna be mandrakes. Got to go? Oh, no. I'll see you in a bit. See you whenever you're back. Mandrakes. Good to see you. Good to see you, too. The Venom Blades, they have a Bale Blast. It has bonus dodge. It has the Power from Pain ability. It doesn't like the warp. Each successful melee attack grants a stack of the Blade Artist effect, increasing the melee attack. When the wounds of the creature drop to 5%, it makes a final attack to an adjacent enemy and dies. Interesting. Okay. Okay. I see. So, I'm gonna declare a backline for, like, here.
If I may.
Get extra bullying, I mean extra good times. Lamel. Let's be honest, Kibi, they all want the extra bullying. That's what they're here for. They're here for that sweet, sweet pain and suffering.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Not really, no. We do this. Then we do an air of authority.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Then we do this on Heinrichs. Then Heinrichs can commit self-immolation. He can do this. He can do this.
Let's see to it.
Pew!
For the throne's glory.
Shield of the Emperor. Hammer of the Emperor. Warp speed. That is it into me being mean. There's a weird amount of chatters who are just into me in general. I'm concerned. Chat. I'm a really useless, I'm an especially useless VTuber.
Lord Captain.
Like, more useless than a normal VTuber. I don't know why you like this. I'm concerned.
Naturally.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. Okay, that just sounds mean now.
If I may.
Like, don't say it like that. That just sounds mean. The hell?
Let's see to it.
Boom.
I'm done with this one.
Woof. Okay.
Get me a target.
It just sounds mean.
For the throne's glory.
You're just being mean to me.
See to it. Naturally.
Unexpected turn of events.
Let's see to it.
And then I can cripple all of these guys. My bad? Yeah. You are bad. Motherfucker. You motherfucker. You mother, you.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Extra good times targeted at Nyx or us. Every time's a good time with Nyx. It's like the magic school bus, but worse. Oh no, there's another man. His name is Drake. Ah. Okay, why are we killing the useless people?
Emperor, protect me.
Bro, just try and fight me. Guys, you should be fighting me.
I'll do it.
You can't kill me. You can kill these random losers.
Doubt is for the
I'm the ones you want to be fighting. That will absolutely just end that guy. So let's do this one first. Well, fuck. Is a Shade Weaver different to a Mandrake? It can make darkness. Okay, not really. Okay, let's thump you. Okay, that's annoying. It'd be great if I could actually keep these guys alive, but I don't think it's possible.
As the Emperor commands, I eradicate it.
They're kind of just too much in the middle of, like, all of these
I am his
mandrakes.
manifest.
They're kind of very much designed to just kill these randos. If only they just stood behind us. Would have been great.
I can handle this.
Don't go up into melee with it. You just made yourself a potential target. Recharging. Kibble?
You don't frighten me.
Kibble? Terrible idea. Okay. Kill him. Nice. Now, I'm gonna walk over here. I'm going to do this. Do this. Let's walk a little bit more forwards and see if I can just grapple you.
More trouble than it's worth.
No.
The Emperor is on our side.
Can I grapple you?
I won't do that.
No. I can go up here, though. I can kill him.
Naturally.
Bonk. Nice. I guess
But of course.
I speak the word of the Emperor, yes. I guess it stacks up Kibbler's, like, death stuff really fast. Guys, just stay away. Just stay away.
On it.
Like, honestly, getting close is the worst thing you could do.
Should have thought twice. Your end was important.
Nice.
I will lead us to fortune. I always have a backup.
We got, hasn't forgotten us, he hasn't. Okay, we got a normal shotgun. Some sharpened venom blades. Seems like a lot of sharpened venom blades. Just 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 many sharpened venom blades. I have sharpened venom blades. It's my issues don't end with I don't have enough sharpened venom blades. Because for sure that I do. Hello. Boarded up passage.
Easily done.
Oh, you shouldn't have. What's this? What is happening here?
Damn it. It's a Vox liturgy twisted by warp sorcery. Try not to listen too closely.
Hearts of the faithful not be daunted by the vile
Well, that's not good.
speeches of the foes of humanity. May our faith be strengthened in the face of all corruption and foulness.
She yaps so many. Lord 0, we have no chance.
Your pardon.
Okay, well, Pascal can do this. What do we have? Instigator's Mantle. I think you have enough Venom Blades. You know what? IRL, I could have some. I'll take them. So, target by attack of opportunity gains attack of Swift Shroud and 10% dodge, scaling with Psi rating. Gains 2 MP every time they're targeted. At the end of their turn, they gain bonus dodge, scaling with their Swift Shroud. That's really specific. Instigator's Mantle, Taunting Scream don't need to fail the test. Okay. I guess that's good if you really specifically need to taunt someone and then run away. Be like, hee 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 hee. Hee 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 hee. Promethium and the burning mechanism. Stuff full of pottery. Melina's over there. Well goes super deep. And then we have Emelina, who we're here to meet. Hold him tighter. What is she doing? After all, Arch Enemy's rituals? No, stop right now. Not another move unless I tell you. We've brought with you Interrogator von Kalloch's clearance level. Rogue Trader, and then God Empress Anointed. Von Lance's Rogue Trader Dynasty. Territory to the west. Head. Threat level. I brought the help you request in your message. Void ship under the aegis of the Rogue Trader. I dragged thousands of people, and for what? To discover you such stuff the Arch Enemy? My conclusions based on incomplete knowledge situation to Interrogator von Kalloch. Your judgment is impaired. Spect has chosen to seal the memory lock containing data of a personal nature. This is whenever she's concerned that someone might try to extract information about Alcazar's coterie from her. Sigma Prosperity. A Sigma grind setting. Resistance block you're attempting to access repurposed now contains knowledge of the rituals performed by the shamans of this place. Standard working memory alone was insufficient to record all the nuances I covered in my research here. You deleted the data about all members of Alcazar's unit, you wiped us all. First, I retained the portion of the reminiscence block's data related to operational significance of the Lord Inquisitor's unit. I was able to recognize you, Inquisitor von Kalloch. Oh. So she was like his friend. And she's like a big like data repository or something. And she's basically wiped, like self-wiped all of the personal like memories she's had with Heinrichs. Oof. On 4. Supreme Director Lord Inquisitor, an Adeptus Historica mission was established to study the origin of civilization when it's inherited this place. The world was settled by humans. The mission aimed to discover which colony ship they came from, why they disappeared. The traces of ancient culture uncovered layers of soul. Fates of strikingly similar to the worship of Arch Enemy. The surviving scrolls indicate shamans used gifts of chaos to protect their people, to secure the harvest, and improve the world's strength and vitality. This is thousands of years. I was cataloging data when the attacks began. I immediately recognized them as Drukhari. Unremarkable defenses world where night had last half the year. By the time 5 outposts had been sold by the darkness, last astropath had been torn to pieces. So I put the knowledge to use for the good of humanity. Am I going mad as your colleague engaging in flagrant heresy? Yeah, I think so. Heresy is hardly applicable to our people and our line of work, but you're correct about the thing. Emmeline has crossed the line and separates the servant of the Imperium from a deluded chaos worshipper. Ask, what are you trying to achieve here? Joe interrupt, what was it supposed to do? Lord of the world of half-year-long night and mandrakes of their total events, Jobros. It will force a new heavenly body, one of human making, to rise along the horizon and illuminate the dark side of the planet. The rituals works out master the secret of forging a new sun. What the fuck? Buried under silica and granite are knowledge and resources that repel the enemy's humanity. We're too afraid of anything labeled prohibited. My memory contains thousands upon thousands of pages from manuscripts, tomes, and scrolls. Contact with any one of these is supposed to guarantee instant death. Witches' claims are liars. I'm living proof of falsehoods. What happens? All survivors are here in this tunnel. The rest are dead or worse than dead. They're in the clutches of the people from Comora. Kept adding Eldritch horror is so funny to me. That's fair. You know, it's with heavy like safety equipment. It's you know, you're not raw dogging it. Even this form is a bit ouchy. Last Aspirant died when his mind was invaded by a warp entity. Used a side trail to hunt him down. All justifications 1,000 times for who have I become? I see what any agent the Golden Throw is predestined to see if they're heresy of radicalization. What the fuck? Emily, this pressure urge to debate internal matters with the presence of the Rogue Trader. Additionally, I will not tolerate insults to the Rogue Trader. No idea what they are. Name is given to philosophical ideas practiced by agents of the Golden Throne. They have nothing to do with the current situation. Action is being driven by this philosophy, Interrogator von Kalloch. Mine, yours, Lord Inquisitors. Why are you involved in talking about events? He's a dangerous radical. No less dangerous than I am, except I am not driven by utopian ideals but desire to protect humanity. As heresy, complex heresy has taken on twisted form and my subject to prolonged contact with corruption. Arch Enemy's been gnawing you within, creating a start of the chaos ritual. You've crossed the line. Lines for the weak and ignorant, and you capable of weighing the risks and making calculated decisions would have done the same thing. I don't think so. Ormfee's also amusing. Your mom's amusing. Never mind, a war and trade in the hands of a person is a dangerous prospect indeed. When I went to answer the calling, turned out to be a brainwashed pawn. I did not factor in the possibility of psychological dependence. Calcazar can be persuasive, especially to those who depend on him. Favorite sorcerer, Cas Basilican Renegade. Caregiver von Calix, his stalwart little soldier will die just like Tanakia. Iana Lichtenberg Tanakia. What do you know about Tanakia? You even know what fell, or do you? I suppose it weren't. What? Oh no. Oh no. What's Tanakia turned into? Oh, it's a mandrake. It's a mandrake assassinating them. Imagine being an ancient, all-knowing creature of the abyss and your best come back to your mom joke. Well, I'm a concept more than a creature of the abyss, to be fair. A little bit different. Oh. Look, all personal approaches light. We need light. Well, Emelina died. That's rough. That's rough to her. Hmm. Hmm. That sucks. Hmm. Okay. Skill issue, she died. Yeah, she was a bit of a bad person though. To be fair. I didn't realize I was making a fairly similar choice. I was making an important choice there, but I didn't realize that. One sec, real quick. Sorry, 1 second. One sec. 1 sec. I'm just checking something real quick. Um, okay. Sorry, I was just checking something real quick. Alright. Alright, there's like one overseer left. There's like a couple. But, I mean, these guys are probably gonna get clapped, let's be honest. A bunch of just normal mandrakes. Well, that sucks that Hydrix's friend became like a chaos-worshipping scumbag. I'm sure that's going to make Heinrich super happy. He's going to be super pleased about that happening. Wait, why can I not put myself down? There we go. Yep, let's put me right in the center so I can actually buff everyone. And then Pascal can just go here. And we'll just basically just make a gun line.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Big long gun line.
A job for the serfs?
Probably should have just buffed like Kibble or something. Argenta doesn't even need the action points. She can't even spend them on anything. But it's fine. It's fine. They're going to take 27% more damage. Then we can declare this to be the back line.
If you insist, Lord
And then we'll give Pascal access to the rear. I'm giving Pascal access to my rear. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Y'all think of your jokes. Laugh it up. You're like, haha, Nixie made a joke. Nixie said a thing that could talk about bums.
For the throne.
You're all really funny. I want you to know that. You're all hilarious.
Let's see to it. I won't object to it.
Bum. Lamau. Can we have that too? Are you asking for access to the rear?
See to it.
His tarot warned me, but
Which
I
rear?
did not understand.
Which rear, huh?
I won't object to it.
Nick's made a bum joke, lol. Okay, really? Really? Y'all are gonna be like this? Huh? Fucking Captain what are you, Captain Obvious over here? Ooh. I like that it wants us to turn off the lamps.
For the throne.
Do we actually need to, or can we just kill them?
Navigator, not a servitor.
I am a navigator,
Battlefield
not a
of
servitor.
Scarlet.
Oh, fucking really, Cassia. Well done. Alright, let's blast her. Let's blast them with her, and then... Can we soul fire on them? No, we can't fire on them, right? No, I could burn one of them. That doesn't seem that worth it. Navigate to where you give a fuck? I don't think you ever give a fuck. Am I wrong?
I bring mercy.
Chat, do you give a fuck? Chat, can you put your hand up if you give a fuck? Put your hand in the air. I swear I'll look at it.
Aim for the heart next time.
I fucking swear. Whee!
The other side awaits.
Uh-huh. Imagine dying because a goth girl backflipped on you.
I will leave footprints of scarlet.
Actually, y'all would like that. Y'all like feet. You'll be like, oh my god, goth girl toes in my mouth. That's getting clipped, huh?
I shall killing.
Nick Senpai is gonna look at me. Ooh, Will. Mommy Senpai, look at me. Stare into my eyes. Oh my god, Mommy, stare at me. Oh my god. That's what y'all sound like. Don't clip that. Don't clip it. If you clip it, you're cringe.
Follow my lead.
I feel like I can put the difficulty up at this point. After this combat, I'm putting the difficulty up again. This feels, like, really easy.
God
Still.
Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
You think we're cringe either way? Okay, but you are cringe. Wait, did that count as, like, stepping on him or something? Did we technically step on him?
Commands I act.
I think we stepped on him.
I will not.
I will not. Pew! That was unnecessary amount of shots. Okay, you're like right, like, there.
I'll do it.
Like, I feel like it's unfair that I can't... Oh, there we go.
Commands.
You don't need to clip it. Okay, but what if I want you to? Huh? What then?
I'll do it.
Dead. Okay, do we actually just have to go and turn the lights on? Is this a thing we just have to do? Okay.
I'll make it happen.
All right, let's go and turn this on then. These guys are like, I don't know how to turn the lights on. They scare me. The lights scare me. Fair enough.
Unholy powers of the archenemy.
Me when you have to turn the lights on.
This witchcraft.
But
That
of
tracks.
course, Lord
Ruinous
Captain.
powers and their unholy works. Stay back.
Pascal can stay there. mean more? Oh, they're gonna come from the darkness. Ah! Oh, they're so scary. Oh, they teleport through the darkness. Oh no. Oh no. Whatever will I do? Right, governor?
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
What are you darting? What are you doing? What are you doing? You have to tell me. You legally have to tell me. Chat, if you do something, you have to tell me. You gotta tell me. I gotta know. I'll be upsketty if you don't. I have to know what's happening.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
What am I doing, my mom? I don't think you'd like that.
I'm a navigator, not a servitor.
I am a navigator, not a servitor. Oh shit, Cassia, fuck, I thought you were the servitor. Wow. Fucking hell, Cassia. You fucking got me. Oh shit. I fucking thought Cassia was the servitor and all that. She seems annoying. Nah, any character's voice line, when they, like, you know, if a character has a voice line they play in every round of combat, it's always gonna be that annoying. Clip for the bit, what did you clip? Your own dick off? Good boy. I can do this. And then I can do this. And then let's attack devastatingly. Ooh. Okay. I guess I'll just shoot these two. Pew, 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 pew. I got one. Better than none. One is better than none. That is how maths works. I'll paint your death in colors. Which color, though?
Let's see to it. I won't object to it.
Begin spamming every spell you know, Heinrichs.
I need a foothold.
Let's run over here. And then, hello. Grapple hook. Yeet. Dead.
I'm done with this one.
Lol.
Be gone.
Hello, other one. Goodbye, other one.
Only your reckoning is due.
Wow, I turned on the lights. Holy fuck. At least I can turn something on.
The Emperor is on our side.
The Emperor is on our side. Yeah, let's just praise the Emperor more. Ah, we're the Emperor. Yes. The magic spell, prayer.
I feel nothing. Fear nothing.
Good for you, I guess, Kibala? Is combat still happening? I mean, there's none here yet, so like, guess I'll just stay here until another one turns up.
I'll brush this off.
That is all of them? Wonderful. My work on preparation all for nothing. There no Lichtenhart. In the name of the Inquisition, you hereby removed from your post and expelled from the Holy Order. Fate of its fallen members, a matter for the Order, heretical archives, artifacts containing the excavation, and other assets like Lichtenhart's possession, I hereby declared property of the Holy Inquisition. However, it's the Rogue Trader to decide what comes of Phaeton for and its people. What is your verdict? What would you advise me to do? Those been compromised, any attempt to assess the degree of corruption will necessarily be based on weak judgment, vulnerable to doubt and sentiment. I would get rid of the planet and its population. What will happen to archives and Emelina? When the situation from ever recurring, Emelina is my responsibility. Hmm. Interesting. Like Phaeton for like come with me. No, what's no matter which Warhammer content I watch, I still have no matter how much Warhammer I want, you still have no clue who or what anything is. Welcome to Warhammer, you'll get it eventually. You'll get it eventually. Orcs seem fun. Orcs are fun. The Adeptus Sororitas of the Imperium of Man are the objectively best faction in Warhammer. Objectively. Quote me on that. But I can't do. Eventually I have ADHD. I shall take the survivors off planet. That's for Emelina. For special status as agent of the Golden Throne, all attendant rights and privileges. I'm authorized to use all interrogation measures stipulated in the standard framework. To ascertain the fate of Acolyte Tanakia Calbera Garia. Will that be necessary, Emelina? I've been here for like every Warhammer stream, so I have no clue about anything. Just learn, lol. No interrogative on Calox. Intention concealing the information for you. I'm all certain that she was eliminated in the orders of Xavier Calcazar for being deemed a volatile element. Lying. So one of Calcazar's documents when I went to receive my new orders, only fleeting glimpses with my memory like a pict recorder. It was long enough for the contents to be printed on my mind. I do not know the details, but the document itself was interrogation transcript. The final attestation indicated the removal of the person from the retinue. But know how someone leaves the Lord Inquisitor's retinue interrogator von Calax. Stay here and enjoy the stream regardless. Well, because if you learn, you get a new hobby. Instant. Inquisitor's top espionage specialist. Whether there's ever chose to refrain from making public show of strength, she was valuable. Why would he do this? I do not know. Just as I do not know whether Lord Inquisitor sent me to this nondescript planet as soon as I voiced my concerns about his methods. Such as I do not know if I should blame the warp for my lack of responses to my calls or help, or if Calcazar prohibited answering. Their true purpose was likely I chose to bury the secret. Original data indicates that you're the retinue's primary torture specialist and interrogator von Calox. I thought you were the one who conducted her interrogation. One of the elements I disturbed my personal data block was to ensure that my own sentiments would not prevent me from thinking rationally when I next encounter you or the other servants. I know all the procedures used on compromised stages, interrogation and sealing of reminiscence blocked before we begin. I thought she was your doing, but your reactions revealed the truth to me. You should know, I'm sorry to have forgotten you. I mutter something too quietly for you to hear. Is he gonna kill her? Wank. But why? Why don't you answer that question for yourself? Having a hobby involves doing things. Sometimes I like to watch others doing stuff. There's plenty of people who play Warhammer Online. To be fair, if chat got into Warhammer, we could potentially play Warhammer on Tabletop Sim as a chat reward. Shame nobody else in chat is into Warhammer, unfortunately. Like archives planning to destroy, coming into contact with them is dangerous. You don't want to subject to standard procedures at yours or anyone else's hands. My actions are driven by such sentiment. The planet would be designated unfit for their use, or the risks are too great.
I guide humanity between the stars.
Yes, you do. We know this, Cassia. Okay, that's a lot of sharpened venom blades. I do not need these venom blades. I've already said this. I don't need that many venom blades. It's not needed.
Is there money to be made?
Modify crack grenades. Cool. I should do a viewer tier list / hand job? I'm not giving sloppy hand sex to one of my viewers. What? The creature's gone to my head, backing me towards them. Lady Emily says the creatures are mandrakes, drew into people's heads. What do you mean?
Keep your wits about you.
Half joking, not what you said. Oh. Well, that's good to know. Wish I knew that earlier. Wish I'd known that earlier. But unfortunately, now people can make fun of me. Fuckers. Why? I did nothing. I did nothing wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. Bottom because Nyx hates you? True. No, Mel would be at the bottom. You're too much of a bottom to even be at the very bottom. You're like second bottom. Which is like objectively the most undefinitive spot. And we're back. Hello, chat. Welcome back. Anyone who was gone, why are you not Prime subbed? Huh? Why are you not Prime subbed to me? You should use your Prime sub. Actually sucks. If I'm losing, I should be winning at losing. But no, I'm just there sucking at sucking. Yeah, you are. Fucking bet. Way. Alright. Well, let's talk to Heinrich and see if he has anything to say. They refuse to give Amazon money? That is so fair.
With my mission. Thanks to Rogue Trader.
Be concerned?
It is dangerous information, but you are already...
Britannicalism, radicalism. The adherence of the former conservative... Oh!
Hello, new plaything.
Thank you, Captain Obvious, for a Prime subby. Thanks. Welcome. You now have ad-free viewing, and you're one of my subs. Hell yeah. That sounds quite obvious, doesn't it?
And they use tools that Emelina used the powers of chaos.
Just cogitator, none of us are pure. Given hard to say the career of every Inquisitor ends in death or heresy. The Lord Inquisitor was born this more than any of us.
Does that surprise you?
Shouldn't.
This is not the first time?
Yeah.
Or the last time.
That sucks to be you, Heinrich.
That will not change. I will continue to accompany you.
Yes, perhaps one day my journey will end like Emelina's, but that day is not today. Fair enough. Fair enough there, Mr. Van Kalox. Anything interesting? Oop. Anything interesting? Nope. Nothing new. Anyone else in the crew that's gonna, like, have new information?
Greetings.
No, I don't think so. Solomon might have new information.
Rogue Trader?
I guess your return.
Yes, I've been looking for a chance to have...
Tell you, so we might consider the better clothes. You should tell me.
It's about what really pushed me into the pit of anger.
Just promoted. Oh. Emerson. He wasn't just a comrade. I went to the School of Virginia. We went through training together. He was like a brother to me, and I killed him. The one that cost me my life, it was Emerson who sold us out to the crime syndicate and compromised right. Oof. He was in state to guard. He didn't notice I was awake. Checking out the Vox, he kept demanding bigger payment, and when he started giving our coordinates, I shot him in the back of the head. I figured that we weren't making out of there alive, so I logged my final report, attached my Vox to his collar, and told him to return to headquarters, then passed out again. Oof.
I was right by their contact's corpse. They had to know how I found them out. And
that's fair.
About them. He tried to beat the answers out of me.
Shut up, because I knew the second started talking, they would dispose of me.
I could throw pretty words at you about how I went through.
Lots of praise.
I kept recalling that bastard.
That's fair. That sucks. That's a... Why is all of our companions got a really horrendous backstory? I want someone who's just a psycho murder machine. The backstory was like, I have, like, a great loving family.
Druce's march.
Something like that.
2 years among the vilest dregs of humanity. It was a test.
You deserve better.
Maybe you're right. Maybe.
Present yourself.
Firmly. It was.
Thank you.
I've been reflecting on the spirit of his lord and what the Emperor himself.
Because Warhammer, you know, that's.
If anyone had told me before that I would be.
I'm gonna say it again. What is it? Fucking Captain Obvious over here? Way. I should play the. Oh, I should play on stream. I should play the Pathfinder CRPGs on stream, like Wrath of the Righteous. Because that one, there's a succubus protagonist who's like a psycho. It's great. There's no loving families. I raise you, Gilliman's mother. Even Dorn. Like, half the Primarchs had, like, decent loving families. Leman Russ. His family was loving. For the first half of it, they were furries, but, like, you know, they loved him. Gilliman had a great time. Dorn had a great time. Dorn still has his fucking granddad's blankie. There's plenty of loving families. That's part of what makes it so grimdark. It's not fun if everything sucks and there's no hope. The whole point is everything sucks and yet people still keep going.
You need not concern yourself with Glato. I recently finished checking all his protocols. He did send a message, and the phrasing was unusually heartfelt.
And we're even Shaft Dishonor.
Anthar, you are hereby restored to
Which part was heartfelt?
Every word.
You should play Rogue Trader on stream. Yeah, that's crazy. I would never do something like playing Rogue Trader on stream. What?
Good. It is about time we changed the subject. You prefer to have a better understand. I'm listening.
Wonderful. Okay, anything from Ulfar? Nope, he's just being Ulfar. Which, you know what? Fair. Ulfar just has to be Ulfar. Anything with Asclepius? No, Asclepius is just being Asclepius. He just exists. Play Minecraft? I'm not playing Minecraft! I too, if you were him. Yeah, that's fair.
No, Lord.
That's fair. He's a bit of a Giga Chad.
Take heed, Nemo. You wish to
Anything?
It's not difficult.
Nope, nothing more from her. Not there's anything more from Pascal either. I didn't even know I clicked on Jay. But I promise you it was not Jay who I want to talk to. I should be a VTuber on stream? No. I can never. VTubers are cringe. What the fuck? I don't even have bouncing titties. I don't have big bouncing badonkers. I can't be a VTuber. My next model, don't worry, is gonna have all the jiggle physics. If I didn't even bark. Barking is when you go like, arf, arf. I went, arf, arf, arf. That's a different thing. That's howling. It's not barking, you fucking idiot. What are you, fucking stupid? Look at this fucking nerd. Sure. I did just bark? No. No, don't be fucking stupid. I would never. Armor of the Dawn Shadow? Terrible. 4 plasteel for 10 people. Ooh. We need the plasteel, though. We need more plasteel. Lots and lots of plasteel. Nerds care about the difference between howling and barking. There is quite a lot of difference in howling and barking. Like, completely different things. Homunculus Prism is on Langren's Belt. Oversized Asteroids. Hill of Kefri. Okay, what's nearby? Anything interesting that's nearby, or is the next one just Dargonas? Yeah, it's just Dargonas. Alright, let's head to Dargonas then. So let's take the really rough route that I'm sure we're gonna have to fight. Yeah, let's go fight it. Let's go throw hands. If you need boobs, you want mine? I'm good for now. I prefer homegrown.
I always keep my
I doubt your boobs are animated. Oh, blood letters. Perfect. I love fighting blood letters.
Every last one of you.
Blood letters with a cast room. Why the hell did you say that? I mean, there's worse things people have said. Cassia? Cassia? Organza? Gibla? Mia? Minya? Minya? Okay, let's hit a fat one of those. And then let's hit a fat one of these. And then a fat one of these.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
Right. Then we hit a fat one of these. We hit a fat one of these.
Accustomed to being ordered around.
Followed with a fat one of these. How much mom would I trade everyone in chat for? How much money would I trade everyone in chat for? Well, I think a law happened like several hundred years ago that means you can't trade people for cash anymore. So that's a crime. So I'm gonna not admit to wanting to do a crime. Oh fuck.
Let's see to it.
I should have had Cassia do her thing first. I should have had Cassie do her thing first, because I can't drop a Shield of the Emperor type thing. Because I should have had her do this first. I had to get in the habit of doing that.
I'm not accustomed to being
Hi, Ready.
ordered around.
Hey, Ready. What do you call...
Influence is growing stronger.
Let's see to
What do you call a cat girl who makes you cry? Fuck.
I won't go down.
We're fine. I just ended my turn. That's fine. That was just a savvy turn. Again? Most horrifying statement ever? What? Hey. That's kind of funny.
Not sanctioned to do this.
Humor.
But of course, Lord.
Is this one of those humors? I don't know much about those. Oh no, not the bloodthirster. Donk. That's really funny. It just runs past and just gets its face removed.
Scorn the pain.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
You're suffering already. Me, but I'm not funny. You're not funny? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your loss.
I'll do it. Doubt
Pew pew pew!
As the Emperor commands,
Whee!
I act.
Dead. You can watch streams for now, but in a couple weeks classes start again. It's my last semester, can't fail any classes. You probably won't see you too often. That sounds like a bra moment, Ready. I hope you fix your,
I'll do it.
life. What? No! Fucking chat. Piece of fucking
Any
chat.
deeds is worthless.
Bitch ass.
Vengeance
Chat, I bet your hole is fucking stanky. You have a fucking stanky, used up hole.
Everyone, step aside.
Your fucking mom's cute.
For the throne.
Bonk. Hey, you don't have to attack me back. That's rude. Attacking is my job, not yours.
Let's see to it. Your reckoning is due.
Dead.
What is it, rogue trader?
What is it, rogue trader? Well, it's a heretical Astartes bolter, obviously. Hey. Gosh, mango scented stuff. I smell like coconut
Let us not dawdle.
most of the time. Coconut and like wood smoke. That's my usual like go-to because I've just had them for ages. Actually, no clue what your hole smells like. Well, try washing. That's step 1. Step 1 is try washing. Recommend it. There's criminal collusion among senior officers. Collusion. Okay, I'll see you with that delay. Once you're done with university or not, considering you'll be a nurse, oof. That is not a job I would ever willingly choose. That's a bro moment. What the helly? All 3 senior officers accountable for misconduct. Do you refute the charge, Generous Danrock? What you're insinuating? Whoever takes on the ship are a threat to whole Imperium. Isn't that right, Voxmaster? I'll tell you not to involve stormwater proceedings on the bridge. Why have you gathered my officers together? Scheme involving 3 of them is coordinated by the Voxmaster who buries incriminating facts about Voidsman when ship in the depths of the archives. Generous and Vravor turn a blind eye to sort it past the new recruits and divvy up the workforce that's come into their possession. Unemployed, independently wealthy. Like that's everyone's like ideal job. We do not try to hunt down every biographical fact about each Voidsman. It's a hopeless endeavor, but none of us had any intention of publicly shit with heretics. Sort of. Sometimes we slip through the net, sometimes we're forced to overlook it unless they pass for the sake of acquiring each specialist. Even common smugglers, for instance, often turned out to be quite aspects of our first crew. We draw a line at even a whisper of genuine heresy. You realize, Lord Captain, smuggling and false cultism are both heresies in the eyes of the law for the transgress his word, but one is far more dangerous than the other, to put it bluntly. Here's a mod. Nixby is thriving. Ready. Kiwi becoming a mod immediately kills the idea of any Nixby just instantly. The least attractive people in existence are Twitch mods, followed only by Discord mods. Kiwi is both. Hide it from you, theater origin, tend to involve yourself, want to hire people from lower decks. Meant to say is those are only suitable for manual labor. It's simply impossible to find qualified Voidsmen among them. Okay, protect roof runs for training, specialist crewmen. Preserve the crewmen, futures criminals. First round, the lance weapons deal 3 more damage. Those other things are continue our efforts for the good of the dynasty. Officer's commendation. And trusted specialists. Increase personal expense. What would you do in my position? Acting for the good of the dynasty, it would be unfair not to take that into account. Therefore, I propose a process of atonement for the criminals brought aboard. Those who show due diligence and loyalty at the end of the term may officially join the crew. Those to be taken on the personal lands of these 3 will be the penalty for circumventing the law. And then we get Redemptive Act. 5% to weapon damage dealt to pirates in the first round of space battles. Interesting. The fact that they're mods. I don't want someone who's stuck in my basement. That's my basement. Nasty. All right. All right, Mundus Valentius time. Hello, Mundus Valancius. I'm gonna Dargona get this bread. Haha. Nothing on here that I need to get. Nope. So we just go and we land down at the Von Valancius Palace. We require Abelard, apparently. Abelard is needed. Abelard. 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 Okay. Unixie's back? No. What the hell? No, perceive you? Kiwi, I'm personally perceiving you right now. What about spreading? What are we spreading? What's being spreading? What's happening right here, huh? What show this then? Honored by your presence. With many arithmetics. Interesting. Assassination attempt of the rogue trader. Where is Clementia? Detained in the throne room. Find him in the throne room. Okay, he's also in the throne room.
Rise to the top, or get left
All right.
in the dust.
Oh, God, Abelard is so behind in levels. I feel like his build's also probably ass. I feel like his build sucks. This week by showing up in my chat close enough for the whole month, actually, for over a lifetime. You're so dramatic. I don't have to level up Abelard, it's fine. I was gonna up the difficulty. Up it here. If I level up Abelard, there's so much I gotta do, so let's just, like, skip that. Who cares? Maybe I'll level him up off stream. If you want to bring Abelard back in the party, I'll set up, like, an off-stream thing, and I'll level him up again. Make him useful. Because from what I remember, he was pretty weak.
How old were you when you first took a life? You are scarce.
Hello. Governor Drivistem's orders. Governor Drivistem can suck a fat nut through a straw. How about I spread you lip bite finger guns? You're terrible at this. On Discord, just for the real ones, I would have to set up a voice chat for that. And off stream, I'm too busy getting cracked. I'm sorry. That's tonight's thing for sure. Our traders undoubtedly here to listen to the testimony of each and every one of us to punish the traitors. We've had our fair share of disagreements. Do you really think we've fleshed about trouble the definition of honor and loyalty? We have evidence implicating them. I'm sure ladyship will arrive. Well, the charges. Disruption of logical lies, bribery of debtors administratum, document forgery. What the fuck? You say no, I don't have to lie? What the hell? Denies all charges, at least the team has been trying. We've done our best. Happened. Go into the rumors of disappearance. We had your turn. First receptors, logistics, temper shipments, mass unrest. Festival has been overshadowed by this. The rumors are claiming some were calling theaters true error. Could not avoid fear. Sarians. We all know you're not getting any. What the fuck, bro? You aren't without airtight evidence, are you? Of course I have evidence. The investigation established the members of the family which is responsible for the greatest logistics use contacts to forge a host of documents. Cornelius holds prodigious assistance, and it's thanks to him that we managed to identify and trace the entire chain. Ah, yes, of course. Of course. Your kid is the guy who found evidence on your rivals. Yeah, I trust you. Service on behalf of Sarabek, I support his accusations. Gap rank things are sound as well. I'm gonna ask you to speak in defense of my family's honor. Yeah, fuck that. Fighting in our zero play. What does that even mean? What the fuck? Find them guilty? Well, I'm not gonna find them guilty. That's stupid. There's no way they're guilty. There's no way that they're guilty. We should learn more before making a decision. Yeah. I mean, there's no way these are correct. Like, oh, yeah, here's my kid found the, evidence, and, we hate these people, so, yeah, they definitely are the people. Another person in chat getting any game. Probably still the case. Ready. Ready. You don't get any game. You are played with like a fucking board game. You are used like a second-hand fucking flashlight. You are passed around like a blunt at a barbecue.
Keep your wits about you.
You're exactly where you want to be. No, because where you want to be ready is on your fucking knees, and I doubt you're on your knees right now. There's the gap racks, there's the Driva stems. I'm looking for the governor. Yeah. Okay. What makes you think they're behind their plot against me? Investigation showed that some of the documents cited administrative forgeries. Thank my son Cornelius for such things. Such a system. The steps of Mechanicus. Tortures are indeed rare, and the gap racks have them in service, but this could be done intentionally with an eye to confuse you. Yes, of course. For now, I'm at home alone, lol. On Monday, however, on Monday, are you going to have a satisfying experience, or is it going to be unsatisfying, wish you could continue a relationship with someone, and then you get dropped like a fucking egg in a basement? 100 100-year-olds or 101-year-olds? 101-year-olds have literally no chance. 100 100-year-olds, there's always a chance one of them has a gun or weird old man strength. He shakes his head. Glancing at you, shakes his head. Yes. Hello, Heinrichs. What do you do? Manage documents and records related to the economy of Dragonis. Right, of course you do. How did you manage to find them in the bureaucratic hell? When compiling the reports, I noticed inaccuracies and discrepancies. With the help of other clerics, I managed to find several other documents. Comprehensive analysis shows, yeah, of course. Sure, buddy. Father and I managed to single out the administratum clerks responsible. Yes. Sure, buddy. How does Hearts for Shine have access? There's no conceivable way they could do this in a place they do not hold power. I think the right amount of money can open any door. What is the true reason for your nervousness? The first time I've spoken to face-to-face with a rogue trader. Do you wish to tell the rogue trader anywhere else? Coercion 100. You are speaking to a rogue trader. My patience is running out. Please forgive me, forgive me. I can't do it anymore. Hands up. Yes, what is it? What is it? What are you putting your hand up for? What would you like to say? The blankets like in your comfy blanket ones as much as... I won't make them like the comfy mode ones because this is a generic VTube Studio asset. This is not me. This is a VTube Studio asset. Maybe if I get big, I will make blankets. And I will make them massive and oversized with, like, tentacle hoods or something. But they won't look like this. British. I fucking hate British people on a Tuesday morning with a bottle of water. I fucking hate them. Let's go round the pub and fucking stab an English bloke. Yeah, way. Button spoons and all that. Disgusting. I feel like throwing up. Why has gone too far and I can no longer control it. The truth is, all logistical problems are caused by a single error in the numbers. My mistake. What? When I discovered it, it was almost impossible. I was approached by somebody who said they were a friend. They didn't give their name, and I never saw their face. They promised to fix it. All I had to do was pretend that they were responsible, and for the rest of the evidence, they promised to arrange it all, and... What have you done? How could you... Your ladyship, this is my fault. I entrusted my son and failed you in doing so. I beg you, have mercy. Yeah, sounds cool. That and hoodies. I don't like wear hoodies. I think I would make this more like a jacket. I wear jackets, because I dress like a fucking lesbian. So I think I'd make it more like a jacket than a hoodie, but maybe I'd have like a jacket and a hoodie version. But yeah, I totes wanna. This is your goal, chat, right? Y'all do everything in your power to help me get big, and I promise I will make gloves and jackets and hoodies and blankets. So because not talk to Brodsk people, the only pounds needed of me pounding your mom. And is an old meme. You fucked up typing everything that bad, to be fair. Everything you type is kind of fucked up. My family's honored to question Urban. Nevertheless, I have no desire to kick him out when he's down. She obtained means the House Viserion can now be cleared of all charges. We still don't know who's behind them. Someone is committing the foul deeds and so on chaos right subject knows. To leave the stones unturned would be dangerous. Rage you, I am contributing however I can. I mean, I wasn't calling out anyone in particular. It was more of like a general rallying cry to the cult to take over the world. We must take over the entirety of the southwest. Everything that is in a southwestern direction. Now, luckily, the planet is a sphere, so everything is southwestern, so we must take over the world. You might be illiterate. That's fine. I don't know language either. I only know how to go like they do in a Shmentai. It's a throat technique. Right, letter. I received a letter out of the blue one day. It was unsigned, but the person writing it knew about my erroneous calculations. They offered to help me cover up my misdeed, and in return, I would name the Viserions the ones who sabotaged supply lines. All I had to do was gather some documents, reports were listened to one letters, and keep my mouth shut. Boss, why? Boss, what? Why? I've been listening. You've been doing D&D stuff. Oh, fuck yeah. What D&D stuff? I have D&D tomorrow. I have like a shift at like work, and then I have D&D. I'm so it should be fucking poggers. I will try and find some compassion for him in my heart. As for position, I think you're reassigned to a role requiring far less responsibility. See you later. That is fair. You know what? I really thought the governor was going to be the one who was like at fault here, but surprisingly, no. His son's just a fucking dickhead. Hey. Most humble apologies. Charges are severe, but I can only show you and serve my honor. Can I show you act as head of family? You're supposed to take care of each and every family. Now you're being accused of treason. How could you let this happen? Doing world building? Oh, hell yeah. Your first Pathfinder game was fun. My first role-playing experience. Yeah, roll that play. Fuck yeah. Think about them. Servitors of counters. They're accompanying Gaprak. Dance for game for framing you. Anyone really. Other houses consider us unworthy. There are granted it. Did not welcome it. Where should I start? After terms of other houses. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Is there money to be made?
Let's go with Sourbeck. Because Sourbeck, they were the first one to say stuff. Play role instead of role play? No. Trace. Regina Saddleback. Really believe they're guilty? Certainly, they possess proof of their guilt. But the necessary would be not to appeal to the Rogue Trader for help, but simply stop, accept their fate, and not make matters worse. Remember, Von Lance is seeking your advice, you fucker. Your power could have a motive to conspire against me. As Jivistem wishing to span the cloud house, Gaprak who lost the influence after Gamma, and Saddleback, whose patriarch is too direct in his communication. Anyone could have reason. Valence is in the past for very high function servers. You think Gaprak should be behind them? Just Toriana, risky benches. Okay. Oh, okay. Is that the only things we can talk to about the Saddlebacks?
Let us not dawdle.
Okay, that's all we can say about the Saddlebacks. We thought we could say about the more to the Sourbacks. Prak. Greetings, I've it must be difficult. I'm guilty of anything. Do you think they're true? Elftruid, every shine nervous, but you did it, so yay. Yeah, you just keep going at it and you get better and better. Eventually you get split personalities in your brain. It's great. I do think accusations are worthy of consideration. For informing us, a blessing. Vincent, I wish to speak to you. Are you prepared to watch her die? There's something you ought to know. He's recommending to screeches. He scrutinizes his mother and other family members. Yeah, he likes Astartia. He's got the hots for Abelard's, like, me. One of my family members to be in odd, unguarded mood. Halin Gaprak is my paternal second cousin. He was frantic and anxious when I saw him. He was headed to the entrance hall. Okay. Let's go to the entrance hall then.
I always have a backup plan.
The entrance hall? Where is he? The Halin Gaprak. Oh, Halin. Sickly blue color doesn't rise to prisoners, doesn't even breathe. Oh, I love how much I can see. Those Gaprak do not believe he decides to take his life in such an extravagant way. As I know, there's a warden post here, but I did not see any wardens. There's no one to ask about what happened. I'd like to ask her Ben, but the palace guard suddenly disappeared too. Poisons rapidly damage his nervous system, causing paralytic spasms. It's usually slowly, painfully unable to call for help. No visible wounds, but near the edge you should notice a tiny puncture wound. Pockets, there's a short note. Make sure the Rogue Trader is attacked by someone loyal. It should appear as if it was staged to let House Versarian, the Versarian family escape. This is my last assignment, so your debt will be paid off in full. Look around. The guns would be excellent to ask Governor Drivistem.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Interesting. Urbend. Anything else we can ask? We can't ask. Well, let us ask him. And we can't really ask these guys bunch. I know nothing of this note. Any of you people know? Can't be. Tell me about him, Toriana. One of the lowest members of the House outside his advanced age, he never held high office, but he was forever striving to better position, even beyond his abilities. Many members of the House struggled to cope with the misfortune that fell Kieva Gamma. Members could not reconcile. Hallam was one of them. What could have happened? Time to keep silent, he's gone. We lost Kieva Gamma, truly devastating blow. I lost all hope for the future. My kin lost our sense of purpose. We need time to recover, chart a new course. Other houses offer the systems rather than self-hands. Perhaps Hindsight take up their offers. Caprax all are definitely Volves. They were not behind the plot. Could have no more than a puppet. And you forgot? Fuck. Well, when you remember, tell me. Interrogate the heads of Dribblestem and Sarabek. One of them has been pulling the strings here. Okay. It doesn't let me, though. What? It says to, like, interrogate them, but I can't. It wants me to, like, interrogate people, but, like, I can't. I mean, unless we can go ask, like, the Drivistems again. I'd be able to ask them? There was no one near. Relationship. You know, stunning assassination attempt followed by mysterious death, and yet you are oblivious to anything. If you so, but the rogue trader accused me of negligence, not you. Your relationship accept my dearest apologies. Did you see him today before I arrived? Have any of you seen him today? My sister and I saw him sitting on a bench some distance away from the palace entrance. Accompanied by a gentleman, forgive us, we couldn't make out his face. Lead me there.
Keep your wits about you.
Is it this one?
Well, what do we have here?
Recognize bouquet. How Sourbeck usually serves this wine. Interesting. How Sourbeck? Okay, I can't say anything more, I don't think. Don't think so. Yeah. Well, okay, so basically the Caprax were, like, made to do it by the Sourbecs. So I'll save now just in case we've missed, like, the ability to do something and we have to do something else before we do the verdict. But I think, yeah, we'll do this. Right? I think so. We'll try it. If it doesn't let me do it, like, properly, then, you know. Real perpetrators here in this room. So, Urban Drivistem. Criminal life is orchestrated. You've exhibited inexcusable negligence by failing to question possible involvement. We've discovered that attempt was orchestrated by a member of House Caprak. Member of your family. Okay. Governor closes his eyes, fear and shame getting the better of him. Some look confused. We see him more self-satisfied. Not sure if Sam playing the things here. Sourbeck offered their help to the Caprax, and like Halling Caprax seem to have accepted the offer. Cocks his head and verts gaze for the first time. Dies, scrutinize, looks and nods. The puppeteers, giving themselves away, pronounce the verdict. I find House Sourbeck guilty. Seneschal, you may take it from here. Yes, Abelard. Fucking get his ass. Macarius, and I must admit, I've always admired your bluntness, but just I once had to say goodbye to promotion because of my dislike for intrigue, you and your family might soon give by to your heads. Tell me now in your blunt fashion, are you loyal? I am loyal, Visarion. Not lying, but someone else is. Someone who's poised to strike both you and your family for her own gain. Regina is standing behind him, raises his arm as if to slap him. Definitely catches the wrist. Stopping hand just in front of his face. Her dainty hand is adorned with a massive augmetic ring topped with a thin spike dripping with venom. Fucking Giga Chad Abelard. Human lie detector. Catches the fucking poison shit. Gina, you? Oh, this is the wife that I flirted with. Oh no. Mother. I should bluntness break you an open book when I talked about helping the practitioner idea who's referring to. Wife, on the other hand, I started shifting like you wouldn't believe. In Sarek, you alone betrayed the rogue trader, jeopardizing the prosperity of Von Valence's dynasty, and you responsible for your unmasking. Why would you do this? Because Dargonis is serving an imposter. The true heir bears a different name. When Kunar appeared, Dargonis paid me a visit and opened my eyes to the truth. One who she's so unwarily on a wing. Narrow-minded to even consider the opposing the rogue trader, even illegitimate ones have to wait for the right moment. For Viserians, has been stripped of Seneschal's protection. This house is the weakest one in all of Dargonis. They're particularly disliked by the governor's family. It would be easy to bury them under accusations of heresy. Bill Howling Gaprak. Good ancient, but a coward came to me before a formidable rogue trader arrived, ready to confess everything, as just he pleaded for the Emperor's forgiveness first. He did grant him mercy, did he not? Well, you managed this on your own. Of course I didn't. I have too many helpers to list them all, but rest assured there are plenty. Plenty of people follow Master Voitvir. My death will not change anything. The true rogue trader will come and take his rightful place when the time is right. Finish this. Which I condemn only the rotten apple or the entire barrel. I mean, let's not exterminate the entire line. That seems like a bad idea. That seems like a bad idea. Exterminate an entire noble line that is loyal to me just because of one traitor. In that case, Sarbek should be subject to intense interrogation followed by execution. The traitor's ring was a compact weapon in the form of a ring that allows to fire a liquefier shot once per combat. Interesting. So that's a Drukhari weapon. Liquefier guns are like Drukhari acid guns that are used by the Talos. That's pretty good. Potentially with the cloak that lets you fire like multiple shots, you can potentially get a lot of shots out by using 2 rings. Interesting. Very interesting. I do like me some poison. You know what? Lady slapping me, that's fine. Poisoning me when slapping me. That's where I draw the line. Alrighty. Loading screens, I fucking hate them. Virginia Cyrus has death for heresy and crimes against Von Valence's trade dynasty. Yeah! Yeah, this noble lady dies. Woo! Woo! What are the Mechanicus doing? Why is she moaning? Oh. Oh, I thought this would be like a firing squad situation. I didn't think this was going to be like a blender. Ugh. So that's, ugh. Oh, yay. I didn't think he was going to pull out the Blender 9000. Okay. Okay, bro. What the fuck? Oh, Captain. Thanks for returning. Not waste time. Master service can resolve, but in my case, the intervention was necessary. So that's scoundrels. Thanks to you, as Rosarian saved, those came close to being wiped out as a result of scheming without and imprudence within. Think how much I could teach them. I can ensure they survive in the future without me. What are you gonna do now? Reflect on what's happened, the role I played in it. I think I'll resume this conversation later. That's fair. Talk to Abelard on the ship's bridge. Hello, Clemencia Viserion. She has nothing else to say. Just the standard stuff. Wait, I think there's a spot I can leave, like, one of these bits, right? It's here, I think. To the voice ship bridge. Yas. Yes, yes, yes. Abelard. Abelard. Um. All right, we have to go talk to Abe. Um. Bum, 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 ba-da, ba-da, da, 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 da. Mm, mm. All right.
Lord Captain,
Oh,
allow me to
if it wasn't for the invasion, my entire family would have been executed.
To tell you the truth, Lord
I truck of a certain family of responsibility. It's my duty to serve as seneschal, and I have no intention of relinquishing that role if you find my satisfaction with leave the door. If I could be more involved in my family's affairs and still serve them.
I have a responsibility to my bloodline.
What you want? Tell me plainly.
Under Lady Theodora,
Mhm.
I served as steward of the Trade Protectorate on more than one.
In that capacity, I was based in Dargonis rather than traveling. It would be possible after the immediate need for my presence is over, I'd like to return to that position to oversee the Trade Protectorate on the capital world while at the same time presiding.
After the immediate need for my presence is over.
There's no always must change. I will allow you to return to Dargonis if the immediate strands.
Thank you, Lord Captain.
Wonderful.
Well then, Lord Captain.
Lord Captain. Lord Captain. Lord Captain. Hey, Lord Captain. Lord Captain. Lord Captain. Captain Lord. Lord Captain, Captain, Captain Lord. Lord Captain. Captain of Lord Captains. Lord of the Captains. Captain Lord. Is that annoying yet? Chat, am I annoying you yet? So you have to go here, then... Yes, you have to go to Mundus Nullius. Lord Captain? Not Lord Captain. Lord Captain. The Captain of Lord is different job. So what's on this thing? Abandoned Palace. That's on here. Cool. Lord Captain. Alright, so we've got the cube that we got in the homunculus thing. We found his cube. It has something over here. But what is this, actually? Plasteel, wait, I'll go look at the plasteel, actually. I'm not feeling sleepy from the stream. Because you're a freaky little acolyte, aren't you? You're such a freaky little acolyte.
Let us not dawdle.
Yeah. Oh, it's just this bit. Okay, yeah, there's nothing here. There's literally nothing here. There was some, like, pirates here, but we fucking mucked them. We fucking mucked them, didn't we? We fucking did, didn't we? We fucking did. Peak ASMR stream. Welcome to Nick's ASMR. Want me to do an ASMR stream?
Okay. The homunculus laboratory cube activates, trying to receive the incoming signal. There's a beacon. We look at the source. Discussing sites. There's an enclosure with mutants, vaguely reminiscent of humans. Endless. They're in endless pain. You don't want me to talk close to the mic, but I thought it was yeah, the ASMR stream. I thought it was the ASMR stream. What about do you not like my ASMR Nick's Shadowstone stream? Is this not what you wanted? Is this bad ASMR? What would make it good ASMR? Calling all acolytes to join the Acolyte Hub. If you haven't joined Acolyte Hub by now, you should do it. I highly recommend you should do it. It's peak. Why, thank you. Wait, thank you. To leave the enclosure and meetings within. Bring the beacon on the ship. You're not fully awake? Normal voice next, and not this one? But what's wrong with this voice? I thought this voice would be more soothing for you. You blow up all of the victims. All of these victims are destroyed. I really don't understand why you aren't enjoying this. I thought this would be quite relaxing for you, Winter. Winter. Is this not good for you, Winter? Do you not like Nick's Shadow Song ASMR? Is this not what all of you wanted? Permission to speak, Lord Captain. The Audio crew has registered activity in the orbit of Quetzaltamer, one of the worlds of the Winterscale dynasty. According to the report, the Emperor's Vow, flagship of rogue trader Caligos Winterscale, is positioned overwards. Sky whispers they won't stop. They keep buzzing about the ears of the little dory somewhere on this world. Or from your visions. Of course, Lord Captain. Allow me to repeat, Lord Captain, the Emperor's Vow flagship has been detected in the orbit. What are your orders? What information do we have on the flagship? The Emperor's Vow is a cruiser containing a lot of people. It is known that it has undergone many modifications, including replacement of macro weapons for long-range laser batteries and short-range macro batteries. It would be ancient, complex, and unpredictable. Extremely demanding when it comes to resources. Had I been one of the highborn, though unofficial rulers of the Expanse, I would have chosen for myself. Brats and Power Source Helio also had records of fledgling rogue trader of great promise. And then Sebastian acquired it. The Lord Captain Winterscale used to traverse them all and find a new home in the Corona's Expanse. Of course not. But to extend the range of the wave emitters. There has been updated Quetzaltamer's largest constants, suffered from moderate Xenos planetary invasion. We also discovered the wreckage of several Eldari vehicles. over upon the planet. Another vessel crashed into the world, causing minor seismic activity as well. Xenos hunt is in full swing, and the hunters already arrived. Take me, I beg your forgiveness. The Emperor's vowed to take to the empowered emanations and requesting permission to initiate Vox transfer. Let's say hi. It sends its greetings to the glorious ruler of Von Valence's dynasty, Zabrecht Abt Dife, his lordship Caligos from the Scales of Vox Master, who has the honor of speaking on behalf of his lord today. Life from the void of the cosmos can hide your anxiety. Ebrecht, now speak. From the signs of Von Valence's are sure to a man. You see, Lord Captain's yet another heated argument with the esteemed Incendia Corda. He has very good reason for his displeasure. I dare not discuss his lordship's affairs, but I can divulge that we set out to protect the dynasty's rightful demands for the invasion of the prevailing Xenos. This is how we arrived at Quetzal Tamer. But first time your ad gods are powerless against you today. Lamau, you win. You won it. There's no better hunting ground when you need to cool off your head, I believe Lord Captain said. We can easily crush the pathetic mockery of a fleet that was laying siege to an unfortunate world. Unfortunately, of course, most of the Xenos fled. We did produce a few of their ships to jump for the White Beasts. A dire fleet, that means there are maybe more Cruderok survivors than I dare hope. Alantok, I must go to the planet, find them, try save them. I'll help you find them. I'm grateful. We're here to rescue the Eldari. You're a bit late, your ship. We eradicated everyone we could reach. One of the ships even crashed in Quetzal Tamer, and Lord Captain did wish to descend and finish off the prey. At best, refuse solitary wandering the woods. Just be the next question. No, I'm confident he's still alive. Well, friends, you're still our rival, Alan Talk, or else, but you should hear your servants will not escape retribution. Hurry up, there's nothing left to decide. This is simple. He's contacting me about landing points. Anyone else in Caligos? You have redeemed for voice changes? I mean, there's voice mods. Voice change redeems. You can do that to change my voice. But do you mean actually for me to change the way my voice sounds? I'm not that good at changing my voice, to be honest. I feel like I might mess that one up. I'm not the best at manipulating my voice, to be honest. You know? Jenner's favor and Jen for Jenner's favor. Find him, bring him back, and I swear by going forward, I'll convince him to side with you in any conflict that occurs in the next 100 years. Alright. Let me in. Alright, let's go. Like you're literally doing so right now this second. I'm doing nothing. What do you mean? Oh yeah, we've been to the Ancient Monk already. We've been to like a bunch of these places. When Nyx get puberty again. I just had a different puberty. It's a second puberty. That's all it is. Don't worry about it. But no, I wouldn't say I'm very good at changing my voice, you know? It's not a talent of mine, to be honest. So, next we're looking at, that's where the AP+1 is, so we're gonna get some... Play the balls. That is the thing? What is the thing? What's the thing? I'm sorry, I don't know how things work. I'm very stupid, I'm sorry. Oops. At least my voice isn't lower. What do you mean? What do you mean? Would you prefer my voice sound like something else? I can try. Yeah, I'm not the best, I'm sorry, but I can try. Just pick up some Xenos lore. Keep her with the learning about Xenos. Deadly Aim is pretty good. Deadly aim, or we could get the great defense. I think deadly aim probably makes more sense. And then in terms of like weaponry and equipment, I think she's probably at like best we're gonna get her, right? I guess visor, father's armor, and we could get you like equipped with cold blood, right? Let's put cold blood on her. I sound very uwu. Do you want me to be less uwu, or do you want me to be more uwu? What are you asking for? Uwu? Uwu, Yamate kudasai? Senpai? I can have a bit of phlegm in my throat, so I can't like full send. I'm sorry. I told you I'm pretty shit at this whole, like, you know, thing. Oopsie. Oopsie doodles. We have the Lullaby Sha'el. Pitch Black Desolator. Ah. The fuck? The fuck have you done that for? Why? 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 What the hell? Bro, she's so drippy. It's a shame she sucks. But she's so drippy. Your Apex Predators gloves. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Apex Predators gloves. Normal voice, Nixie? No. No, sorry. Sorry, I can't do that one. I'm not sure how that would even work. Oops. Alright, let's... We've been everywhere here, right? Yeah, there's nothing new. I don't think there's anything new over here. Let's stick with this one. Nothing with the Emperor's Vow? Okay. Planet time. Who do we not want, actually? Problem is, I don't want Urilat, but we kind of have to have her. Pascal does so much, like, knowledge. Pascal knows the future. I guess we get usually Nyx. What do you mean usually Nyx? What do you mean? I'm always Nyx. Are you saying I'm different than normal Nyx? I think I'm the same Nyx. Fuck, am I the same Nyx? Am I not real? Fuck, I might not be the right Nyx. Shit. Fuck. Yeah, I'm not very good at doing voices. I think this is about as high-pitched as I can go, and even then, I mean, you can hear that my voice is kind of straining a little bit. I can't go even higher than this. I think it's about the best I can go to, like, keep talking, like, consistently. I think everything else is gonna be, like, a little bit iffy. Alright, quit the tamer. Let's tame some Quetzas. I don't know. Oh, it's Quetzal Tamer. Actually, I thought it was Tamer. Oops. Oopsie Lil. Nixie's a bit of a sussy baka. Wait. Wait, chat. Chat, I have a joke. I have a joke. Wait, did we get lost? Chat, I have a joke. I have a joke. Fake Nicks is real Nicks and real Nicks. My question if they're real Nicks. You're gonna write Uwu, but you got auto-corrected? Yeah, okay. Okay, I have a joke. I have a joke. I have a joke. What do you call a cat girl who makes you cry? It's an onion. Nyan. Nyan. nya, nya, nya. Vunya, 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 vunya. Who wants to do it nasty style? Even funnier the 10th time, I think I'm up to about 30. Understand the joke? Oh, basically, right. Cause an onion makes you cry. And a cat girl goes nyan. So a cat girl who makes you cry is an onion. Hey, listen, they asked.
Keep your eye on the prize.
Oh, Andriel, Callian, Yudrisha, the monk I will pay for your suffering. I'm an Eldari. Surtan, she thirsts long finish their feast. We'll destroy them. Every monkai who did you hear that? Well, they broke the spirit stones as well. That's an oofers. I see. Yeah. So a cat girl who makes you cry is an onion. Onion. Onion.
I will wipe your disgusting presence out of existence.
You dare oppose us?
I know, they're attacking me. I know. You're gonna avenge the fallen. Well, they're making us attack them, so it's their fault. Onion. It's get it because it goes nyan. So it's like onion. It goes nyan.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
You get it? I don't know if you get it, guys. But like, if you think about it, right? If you think about it logically. Think about it logically, okay? A cat girl
Not a servitor.
who makes you cry. Onion.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? Me? If you insist, Lord.
It's been 20 times by now. I don't think you get it. I don't think you've got it quite yet. I think I'll do a couple more.
If only that were possible.
For seducing the enemy. If you play a Warhammer TD... Oh, I mean... I wouldn't say D&D really has a mechanic for seducing.
Do not dare ask.
D&D doesn't really have a mechanic for seduction. Now, if you play VTM, like in like VTM or something, VTM has mechanics for seducing a lot of things.
Naturally.
If you play a Warhammer TTRPG, I mean, you could try, but the world tends to be a lot darker, so I'm not sure anything that would be near you is something you want to be seducing.
Lord Captain. Let's see to it.
Unexpected turn of events.
Naturally.
Nyan. Nya uvunya.
King's glory. Let's see to it.
Nya uvunya. Nya and uvunya. Chat, y'all like watching me, right? Y'all liking this? Y'all like, everyone's like, oh my god, happy days. I heckin' love Nixie. I heckin' love Nixer.
The warp's influence is growing stronger.
Let's have a lot of monsters.
But of course.
Okay, but I wouldn't call any of the monsters in this fuckable. None of these are like monster fucker worthy. They're like bad. This is what you subbed for. Nya, uvunya. Wait, let's see if I can go higher. Nya, uvunya. Nya, uvunya. Nya, and uvunya. Wow, your name is like Bottom Smash. You've been here since September? Hell yeah. Thanks, Bottom Smash Senpai. I mean, there is the tabletop version, sure. You can also play as not a tabletop version, you know? Ah, nya, uvunya.
I understand. intent.
We have fun here, chat. We have fun here. We have fun here. Now give me that damage. Damage. You ready to blow your kin's heads off? Because I'm afraid you might have to.
If I must.
Nya, nya, uvu, nya.
Ancestors guide me.
Heal my wounds.
Nya.
Ancestors guide me.
Oh. Not sure she's the most happy about having to shoot her friends in the face. Prestige RP, there's multiple. There's Wrath and Glory. Wrath and Glory is the new one. And there's, was it Dark? No. Something Imperium. Imperium Malefictum is the other one. Which is more like a Call of Cthulhu-y style, kind of like noir, like rar. But like use an N. It's like noir, but like with an N. So it's like rar, you know? Like noir, more like rar.
Personally.
I'll see out first.
Nya, nya, uvu, nya. It's turn over here.
Abilities to use.
Clicker's the best use of points. I would argue a lot of people quite like, low cult bro. A lot of people like, low cult bro.
I need a foothold.
I'm not sure why I have infinite attacks, but I do.
Naturally.
Oh, that finally cost a point.
Be gone. Get me a cut.
Nya, nya, uvu, nya. Wait, I should be doing this. I'm stupid. I forget that this is like his whole, like, thing.
Your reckoning is due.
It's like double the damage. And like way more mobility. Oopsers.
Alas. No.
Oh, I just have to stab you.
More trouble than it's worth.
Wait, why can't I target you?
Not sanctioned to do this. Alas. No.
You're literally in front of me.
But of course.
Okay, I don't know why it wouldn't let me attack her, but you know, he's dead now.
Everyone, step aside.
I'm not sure why the clicker would be your favorite things. Okay, why is...
Not sanctioned to do this. Alas. No.
I think the game broke.
Be wary.
The game's like, I'm not...
Let's see to it.
There we go. Let me do it now.
I'll put my psychic abilities.
I unbroke the game.
For the
I unbroked it.
glory. Nothing stands against me.
Bonk.
I'm done with this one. I've seen
Nyan.
lots of innocent people. I've yet to see someone remain so.
Nyan, nyan, nyan. Nyan, nyan, nyan.
Rise to the top or get left in the dust.
Nyan, nyan, nyan. I mean, had to, with extreme brutality with a power weapon of some kind. Okay. It's funny and distracting. Your fucking mom is funny and distracting. Flash. Whoa. Da-da-da-da-da. The trail is gone. Oh no. The trail's gone. We're stuck here forever. Oh wait, there's another path. We're fine. Here's an obsolete heavy void model. Your mom's an obsolete heavy void model.
Difficult trial, but we prevailed. Is there anything like a triumph against
Back into
all
that's
odds to inspire us
from
to new
so
deeds
far
of
away.
glory?
The Heartless was engulfed in every
Mhm.
shade of horror when it almost plunged into the Immaterium. It was a costly
True.
triumph and a valuable lesson.
I'm surprised people don't take more advantage of Little Cult Bro. He said Little Cult Bro, and I really thought more people would be like drooling over making him say shit. I think it's only been Melly. Wow, so green. It's like when you watch a movie and it goes to Mexico and you know it goes to Mexico because it has the yellow filter. Okay. I can make fan art of him. Make fan art of your mom. Welcome to Sky Herald. Okay. Don't know how. There's a redeem.
Have a backup plan.
There's a TTS redeem. Also, if you resubscribe for more than 3 months in a row, you automatically get it when you sub again. Or if you do thingy. I'm just like, see, it says Book of Chat. I had to write that thing backwards. Thank me. Because I had to flip him. Lean young people speak with gods for our meeting is Starborn. Welcome to the heart of the forest, where leads ahead in her tribe have dwelt since the rule of Quetzalcoatl himself. This ruler has ordered a tribe to prepare a feast and warp shelter for our Starborn guest. Please make yourself at home. Touching the fire mother and the pale father who look after us day and guard us at night. The faithful servants of the two people.
Nixie, why do they keep saying yo woo?
Okay, you can't listen. You can make him say things. It doesn't mean that's their opinion. You're just making them read out your messages. You're getting in their head. They don't understand what they're saying. You're bullying them. Double the price. You can't wait that long for the dopamine hit. Wow, someone else has ADHD, huh? Oh yes, many seasons change since God equals God's blessing. Image of the God Emperor. The only remember they have is the Sacred Aquila. Is the place to speak of his figure of the past. Supposedly was. Flashing wood scale was the first to discover it. Did you come from the sky? Interesting. Unsanctioned cycle with the gift of divination. But as they predict. Made the invasion of spirits from darkness and a called a rain of fire and metal upon the world. The monk I see Drukari. Interesting. Thinks at least half my chat is ADHD. Well, they might have been from the non-ADHD half. Let's be fair. Yes. Let us rest with the dwellers of the forest. Active hemofilter. Oh my god, it lets me do drugs. I get to just get that sweet Adderall hit. I don't do Adderall. I've never done Adderall. That's not medication that I take. Non-ADHD is half is autistic. I think half of the ADHD, half is autistic. I think it's like a Venn diagram. A Venn diagram. Venn diagram.
A hot dog is a puffy taco.
A hot dog is a puffy taco. That is true. Your mom is also a puffy taco.
Is there money to be
So that's you know, these are facts. These are facts, no printer. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? Lush overgrowth. The trail is gone. You're autistic and have ADHD, so you're part of the overlap. You're part of the Venn diagram. Okay, I don't know how to find the things that I'm supposed to be finding. I guess we just go back into the forests. And we hope that we find someone useful. There's 10 viewers, it's probably making a circle. Yeah, it's basically like a mental health orgy. It's just kind of just blah 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 blah, you know? I mean, let's see how many unique viewers we've had this stream. Oh, what's up, Captain Obvious? Really? You joined a VTuber chat and you're like, I might not be neurotypical? What the hell? Okay, where the hell are we going? For legal reasons, this is a joke. For legal reasons, you're a joke. I think we're gonna go like a little bit longer than probably call it, just because, you know. Oh, let's turn that off. I'm not sure if that was a success. Cadro card remains. Interessante. Interessante, 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 interessante. Ah. There's a knife and some grenades.
Stop. There.
That's basically a packed lunch.
I always keep my options open.
Oh, okay. I don't know what the point of that was. Okay, it just did nothing. You have the whole rainbow of mental illnesses. You have a hole in a rainbow? I don't think that's how that works. Pick the lock, sure. The Kink Adjacent streamer, they usually end up being good choice for content to watch. Kink Adjacent? Bruh. I'm say so kawaii desu ne. Yamete kudasai. That's not what I meant to say. While the wearer has a weapon with a base heart strike count equal from 2 to 4, that parameter is increased by +2. If it's a ranged weapon, the recoil is doubled. When it's 5 or more, hit chance of weapons burst tags increased by 27%. If it's a ranged weapon, the recoil is negated. Interesting. Is that good? Is that worth it? Is that worth it? Maybe. Maybe. Probably not, though. Because what we have on Thingy is already so busted. I feel like this is better for like really specific stuff. He's kinky adjacent. I guide the raid redeem. Yeah, maybe. That works as well. Or someone could just be like, oh my god, it's a funny number. Oh my god, it's a funny number. Hang on, did we lose 2 followers during this stream? Wow.
I have failed. The Emperor sets my path.
Miss Gale's seneschal has been dismembered. Oof. We lost 2 followers this stream. I think. Wait. Maybe. I don't know. I think maybe 1. Lol, everyone hates me. Everyone hates me forever. I knew it. I'm joking.
Always keep your eye on the prize.
Bro, just... You 2 come down the stairs. I want to leave. Come on. Let me go. Let me go. Oh. Hello. No. Fuck. It's your accent. Oh, well, you lame. Man, that's eager to lose them. Yourself to see us scum. Do you really believe I'll fall for your choice? Oh, stop on grace to others. Please keep this one before he's not. I had not featured the forest beast for this reason. One reason only. You may still be used, so you don't know what to die. These Xenos, shut your mouth. So much for a reunion of old friends. My friends, only enemies and servants. And steam burst my mouth. Listen, old twig. Is that you old blood? Fancy being here. What the void are you doing on my world? Ladies, you can see it has already begun. This time, something am I doing? They filled my hunting grounds by myself. Why don't you join us in the revelry? I'm not greedy. Test the condition. Failed the test. The mercenary Slythe. Not changed since your meeting, still same role with bloodshot eyes. It does not look exhausted, neither does Caligos. Both are filled with rage and a thirst for battle. Oh, is he incarnate? Is he like, cornate infused or something? Hmm. Where's home? Firing. Okay. And be powerful psychic must be escorted to his home settlements. You may perform the ritual.
About you.
Okay.
There.
Will do.
My Auspex has detected something.
Oh, more goods. There's a bayonet chain knife. When the attack strike with a range weapon, the one cell range suffers bleeding 10. It also suffers 25% critical damage. Oh. That's good, right? Bleeding 10 also suffers 25% crit damage to all attacks against it. I think that's good. I think that's better than the stimulant injector.
Rise to the top, or get left in the.
I think that's a little bit better, to be honest. Right, do that, don't I? I'm right. Okay. Back to this camp. For Cassini. It's a member of House Cassini. I think we're going to get back to the camp and then I'm going to call it there.
Keep a sharp eye.
Oh, good to know.
I identify Captain Sargon
Hmm.
attempt to combine creations of the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Oh, it's from Captain Sargona. Archmilton escaped each crit with a ranged weapon increases melee weapon damage by 3 until end of combat. That's really good. If Argenta ever used a melee weapon.
Purge the pirate vessel with fire. Even a fragment of a ship like that could become a carrier of corruption.
Hmm. Okay, but alternatively, there's stuff in here. Stupor. Whenever a deadeye shot from this weapon it deals crit damage, the target becomes stunned for a turn. I don't think that's better than the Necron lasgun. Like, the Necron lasgun does just basically the same damage per shot. That's way better. I threw Mummy in a ceremonial pose. Interesting.
I always have a backup plan.
Interesting. To the forest of Quetzaltamer. Aha! Move out. I don't think the path we choose matters. I think it just randomly takes us in, like, a direction. Here we go. Okay, we go back to the camp. I'm gonna hit a save point now. Cause I think this is the best place to call it. Because anything further is going to be more story. And it's getting late, and I have things to do tomorrow. So, I'm gonna call it here. I hope everyone has a good day. Hope everyone's had a good stream. I will be back here, not tomorrow, but I'll be back here over on Monday with more bullshit. I think Monday, right? Nothing's happening on Monday. I think Monday. I think Monday's the next stream. I think so. Anyway, I'll be back here on Monday. I will see you in a bit. Okay. Really?
You're here for your first stream, and all you do is insult me and assault me? Wow, you'll fit in perfect. Right. I will see you all around soon. Have a great one, Acolytes. And yeah, peace out, bitches. Mwah.